know that real estate is at a premium. And we have to do more and more so that we can continue the development of the city and do so in a way where we're not displacing people. Quite often when you look at what's happening throughout the city, whenever we speak of large development, unfortunately it comes with a price. And the price is usually forcing existing businesses, existing residential facilities, forcing people out of those neighborhoods. And so when you look at the Bronx, over the last 6 years at least, we've seen a lot of work that we've been doing. We've been able to have north of 20,000 new units of housing. I pride myself with that. Most of it low income, moderate income, affordable housing. We've done it all in a green, sustainable way. We've been able to see almost $10 billion in private investment in the Bronx. Over the last 6 years, we've put people to work. We've shaved unemployment by almost half, if not more than half. 100,000 more Bronxites are working today than the first day that I took office. And so how do we continue to build on that? How do we make sure that we provide the necessary space, the necessary real estate, so that we can continue to do more residential development, so that we can do more retail, more commercial, and even afford institutions such as this one the ability and the opportunity to expand. And what we did over the last 7 months, and what I called for in the last State of the Borough address, was for a plan, a study. And we know that it's worked in other parts of the city. If you look at the West Side Yards, Brookfield and what they've done there with Related is something where they have been able to platform. There's been talks of platforming areas in Queens, and so why not look at our borough? Why not look at the Bronx? We looked at 3 different locations, and we studied 3 different locations. We studied the yards over on 149th Street. Well, we looked at that, unfortunately, because of there were some complexities on the bridge of the bridge of the project, and of course some of the grading, especially on the 240th Street site. We felt that at this moment, perhaps those 2 locations would not have been the best site. But when we examined and studied the site across the street, Concourse Yards, we felt that this was the best place to have the highest potential of development. We believe that this site, which was once taken, there was an interest in platforming this several decades ago. We believe in this site, we could do several things here. We could do over 2 million square feet of development. We can provide platforming over 13 acres and create 13 acres of new real estate. New real estate where no one is at this current moment. New real estate where we won't be displacing folks. New real estate where we can have commercial, residential, retail, and the potential expansion of Lehman College, my alma mater. We believe also that this is a great way that if we work in partnership with government, with the private sector, this is a great way to have the MTA, which needs resources and needs the revenue, to have a revenue stream. And so today I'm proud to announce that we are releasing this study. We have been in conversations with many of my colleagues in government agencies. We've been in conversations with the MTA. We've been in conversations with local leaders. And we believe, again, that this is the best site, the one with the most potential to create new real estate in our beloved borough. So with that said, if there are any questions, we'll take them now.
So out of all 3 sites that you looked at, you felt this is the best. Will you move forward with those other sites, or just the focus on this one?
We're going to focus on this one. The fact is that when you look at the price tag of this platform, we're speaking anywhere in the vicinity of $350 million to $500 million. That's nothing to sneeze at. But again, if you look at what Brookfield has done, as I mentioned earlier, in the West Side, there are new innovative ways with there are new technologies where through slabbing, you have to have slabs that are already there's pre-construction of these slabs. It is cost effective. They need to do it in a faster way. And again, this is going to take a lot of focus. This is going to take a lot of conversations at every level of government with the MTA and with potential future developers here, so that everyone can sort of chip in on this. So we're going to just focus on the side of Post Street.
Okay, so you looked at all three. This one was
We looked at all three.
chosen.
If you look at for instance, the one on 240th Street, the way the ground sort of dips off so sharply that it's virtually impossible to do with it. With certain bridges and everything on the one on 149th Street, it makes it that much more difficult. Makes it much more complex, which ultimately leads to making it that much more expensive. So I think this is the one that we can do something. And by the way, that site there, I think it was in the 1960s. This was a site that was all ready to go, so that we can have a new campus, a college campus. It was all said and done, and they even put certain down payments on it. It wasn't until the city's finances collapsed that they sort of walked away from that. This is a way for us to sort of finish what was started here. And this is a way for us to continue to lead the way, so that in other parts of the city, in the entire city, there's a potential of over 1,000 acres that could be platform, that could be new real estate, that could create jobs, that could create residence and commercial space without the threat of eminent domain, without the threat of pushing people out, as we've seen unfortunately in the past.